Rona got people out here just Hello. Long time no see, honey. You look good. What you been doing? Your hair looks amazing. Did you dye it? Did you style? What's happening out there? Wow. All y'all look amazing. Hey y'all, Tanika here, back with another video for you guys. I'm not even gonna go and go into this long explanation. Well, maybe I might, but I'm gonna try not to because I haven't been here. I've been really busy. I've got projects going on. If you follow me on my Instagram, you might even already know what my huge project is that I've been working on that has kept me away from here. So if you're not following me on Instagram, I'll leave my handle right here. Go and follow me on Instagram so that when I'm not here, I'm gonna try to do better, but in the event that I don't, when I'm not here, I will be over there and you guys will know what's going on with me. However, in the meantime, in between time, I really missed y'all. I legit missed you guys. And it's almost like I took time away and I did the life thing and did the entrepreneur thing and did the mom thing and the wife thing and all of that stuff. And you guys let me know that you wanted me to come back, you know, by subscribing to my channel and thumbsing up my videos and, you know, leaving me comments like, hey girl, we know you got a life, but when you finna come back? So I really, really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it. So, you know, I wanted to take this opportunity since I'm holed up in here, just, you know, Rona got everybody locked up in their house. So I figured I could use a friendly face, a familiar face, smiling at me and laughing with me and chatting me up. So I want to be that for you guys. So yeah, here I am. I wish I could be here more, but I'm glad that I can be here now. Everybody is on lockdown. Kiddo is home from school doing school at home. The hubby is home from work doing the work thing from home, making sure the lights stay on. So he's in my office. That's why I'm out here in the living room shooting this video, giving the entire neighborhood an eyeful. But yeah, you guys didn't come here to listen to me drone on and on about why I haven't been here. Y'all came here, right, for the tea on my lost lock and the stress and emotional turmoil that I went to for 2.5, 3 weeks before that situation was dealt with. So go ahead, grab a cup of tea, grab some coffee, some red wine, anybody over there got Moscato? If you do, please feel free to to send me some. We'll take all the Moscato you got. But yeah, grab yourself some snacks, some lickies and chewies, and let's get into this video. Oh, also one more thing before we get into this video. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, and you want to see me get to the very menial milestone of 1,000 subscribers, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thumbs this video up. It'll help me out a lot, and gives me an idea of what it is that you guys want to see here. Let's get into the story. So as y'all might already know, I am 2 years sister locked. I just hit my 2nd year anniversary on March 1st. Was gonna do a big to-do, but decided against it because life. But yeah, went into my 2nd year panicking and freaking out because I lost a lock right here in my most delicate and most highly concerned areas of my entire head, my edges. Now, I know the vast majority of people watching this video already know that I am really careful with my edges. I am very meticulous and diligent about my edges. I am always checking them, babying them, like worrying about them, and doing everything to make sure that I don't lose my, like, listen, it is very important for me to keep my life, my family, and my edges. Like, you know, these are all very important things to me. Like, it means something to me. People with edges, like, some women do not want to leave their house without makeup, like, or without their lashes or whatever. I ain't trying to leave out of my house without, I don't trust people who don't have edges. What are you doing in your life why you don't have any? No, that's mean. If you don't have any edges, I love you, mama. Just get you some castor oil and stop putting your hair in ponytails, and it's gonna be all right. I'm here for you. Anyways, I love my edges, baby them, and all of that stuff. But in all of my efforts to make sure that I was keeping my edges, they were, let me just preface this by saying that my edges have never left the building. As you can see, they're still there. And I will insert a picture of where my lock came out, and you can see that I still definitely have all of my edges. But it's because my hair is so thick. That's the fortunate thing. It's because my hair is so thick. So even though there wasn't a lock there, it really, you couldn't really tell because I have so much hair. But let me tell y'all how this actually happened. Now, I was really concerned about losing this particular lock on this side of my head very early on in the game, because it was really thin at the root. Now, I don't know if any of you have had this problem with your hair, like where, with your locks, where the root is really, really thin and you've got a lot of hair. Like there's a fully formed, mature lock on that very thin root. That was the problem that I was having. And I did everything that I could, from making sure I wrapped my edges at night, and, you know, using my castor oil, and, you know, not wearing my hair in updos, none of that stuff. I wasn't doing any of that. But my hair around my temples and around my perimeter right here, it's very, very, very soft, delicate hair. So this is why I don't do full rotations on the front of my hair. So imagine my concern and horror when I noticed that one of my locks was super, super thin at the root, and the rest of it was a fully formed, very healthy lock. And I couldn't figure out what to do with it, and I mentioned it to my consultant, and she was like, okay, well, next time you come in, and this was like from the last time that I saw, like it was in between those two times, she was just like, next time you come in, we'll go ahead and we'll combine that and we'll repair it and it'll be fine. God bless Brandy. Brandy knows that I'm really extra and dramatic and like theatric in my imagination and the things that I come up with, and I literally go from 0 to 55 really, really quick. So she was able to talk me down, but I was really upset and concerned, you know, that I was gonna be out here looking like a Cabbage Patch. We're not doing that in 2020. We're just not. So, anyways, she talked me down, and it was still hanging on, like, it was just hanging on. Like, you know what? It kind of reminded me of the way, like, Kendrick Lamar was hanging on to Rihanna in that Loyalty music video. Like, that's how my lock was hanging on to that one here. just barely holding on. just ready to drop into the abyss. But I watched it and I babied it and I did everything that I could. And then maybe 3 or 4 days after I spoke to my consultant about that lock, I was getting ready to drop Twyla off at school and was throwing my t-shirt on. I was putting it over my head. And I don't know, I didn't think about it. I was just putting on my shirt and then something just, I don't even know, like something just caught the corner of my eye. And I looked to the right and looked down onto the bathroom floor, and there's my lock. There's Rihanna just laying there on the ground, just looking all sad and disconnected. And Kendrick's up here in my head just like, well, she was too heavy. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I was horrified. Absolutely, like, horrified. Like, and again, like, it literally just went from 0 to 55 in like 0 point whatever seconds. Like, I literally just lost it. Like, my hair is falling out. So I'm calling Brandy. This poor woman's probably at her day job, just trying to get her bills paid, and I'm harassing her about this rinky-dink lock. And I'm like, my hair, it fell out. Here it is. I'm sending her pictures. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Do I need to do a Viking burial for it? I was an emotional wreck over this one lock. But she was able to talk me down, and she was like, girl, we can reattach it. It is fine. I was like, so wait, like, you're gonna do cosmetic surgery on my lock and you're gonna be able to put it back in there like it never left the building. You will be able to reunite Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna, and nobody will be none the wiser. And she was like, yeah. So, you know, I very carefully and gingerly and lovingly picked up my lock and put it in a plastic bag. And I know this is really extra, but I would like check up on it every day, like, little Lockie, are you okay, honey? Are you all right? Okay, I'll check on you tomorrow. Is there anything I can get you? Any water? Any snacks? Would you like me to play you some Kenny G? What can I do to make your stay outside of my head a little bit more comfortable? Like I said, I'm a little extra. But I was able to get into her chair and get the lock reattached like last week or something like that. I was supposed to be getting ready to go to my sister's wedding, but since my sister is in Florida, and you know the Ronas is down there heavy, and I'm in Kentucky, and the Rona here is not as bad, but it could get worse, and we ain't finna risk it. We're not gonna do that. So the wedding was postponed, but like I was getting my hair done for said wedding, and she was able to reattach it at that time. So I'm gonna be able to show you exactly which lock was reattached. And we actually went through and combined my perimeter locks, because my hair in the front right here is just like so thin and so temperamental. We didn't want to take the risk of it being an issue again, so we just combined them. So you can't tell, but hold on one second, I'm gonna go and look and find it real quick. This is a lock. Y'all recognize her? There she is. Rihanna is back in the building. There she is. Like, oh. I don't know what kind of sorcery Brandy worked, but there she is. There is a lesson to be learned from losing this lock. And I mean, I figure if you guys are going to hear him, you might as well just see him. Listen, if you pick out this lock again, you're paying for all of them, Buku. But anyways, there is a lesson to be learned from all of this rigmarole with the lock, and that is a lesson that I feel like I've mentioned here on this channel before, but just to enforce and reiterate, it is very, very, very important for you to have a very good rapport with your consultant and talk things out with them. You know your hair. You know your hair. You might think that you don't know your hair, but you know your hair better than anybody want a bird? Anyways, you know your hair better than anybody else. That includes your beautician, your loctician, your sister lock consultant. You know your hair. So if there is something that you feel your hair needs, even if it doesn't like necessarily go with the initial tradition of what Sister Locks does, talk to your consultant and make it work for you. I'm gonna give you an example. When I was finding that, you know, me and my consultant, we went back and forth trying to figure out exactly what it might be that was making like my locks at the front, because I've never had a problem with thinning. Even as like the locks themselves were thinning, like my hairline, my edges were still intact. They were still super long. The locks were just not attached. They just were maturing with like a lot of hair at the ends, and then like my roots were just not doing what the rest of my hair was doing, which was forming from the root and beyond. So after like much research and trying to figure out what was going on, we determined that what the problem was, my hair is really thick, and the grid and the way that the locks are supposed to be situated, smaller in the front, medium, large in back, then medium, then small under the bottom or something like that. Like having small locks up front in theory is a great idea and might work for everybody, but for my hair and for the way my hair grows, it did not make any sense for me to keep all of these braids, all of these locks up here so tiny, because my hair is very dense, like it's very thick. And as my hair was shedding and like maturing into that lock, the hair that was growing out was like, you know, the right size for the sister lock itself, for the maturing lock, or for the lock when it got started. I don't even know that part, but it was the right size. Like it made sense for the grid pattern, but because my hair around this part of my head is like so delicate, it wasn't able to really hold the weight of all of this dense, thick hair that was shedding and getting into the lock. I hope that's making sense. Like I'm really trying to explain it the best I can. It made sense to me when Brandy explained it to me. Excuse me. It made sense to me when Brandy explained it to me, but it's just my pattern, my grid pattern is like my locks could not be done any better. Like I literally got my locks done by the best person in the Midwest, hands down. Whoever you went to, if it ain't Ivy, I feel sorry for you. But just the way my hair is situated, and as I've lived and, you know, worked with these locks and, you know, done life with them, and they've settled and been on my head, like now they're just adjusting to me and to my hair texture and to my hair type and to my head. So yeah, like the locks in the front, they just, for me, they were just too small. So I've had to have, majority of them are combined. Most of these in the front are now combined because they need more at the root to hold on to the matured locks at the end. So I haven't had any problems with locks dislocating and coming out since having them combined, and I don't anticipate having any problems with them because like the roots are a lot more sturdy. They're anchored. They're, you know, roped. So I feel a lot more confident about my edges, or about that particular lock. Oddly enough, I wasn't having any problems anywhere else on my head other than that one honorary lock. Like Rihanna just wanted to just be out here, just she wanted to be free for a moment, and you know, I hope that she experienced what she needed to experience outside of my head, and she's happy to be back with the fold. But yeah, like that was my experience losing my lock. It was very upsetting, very concerning. I hope it doesn't happen again. Tell me in the comment section if you've lost a lock, and tell me about your first time losing a lock. If you've lost more than one, what that was like. What did you do? Was there anything that you learned from that experience? Yes, I want to hear. Please tell me so that I feel better about, you know, like completely turning this into a melodrama over one lock out of like 600. What's my problem? All right, y'all, so before I go, I owe you guys a length check. I did one last year for my first year anniversary, so I think that I should do one this year, and I'm going to find my video that I did last year, and we'll do a comparison shot to see the difference in growth, and you know, if there was any difference, we'll have a look. I give my consultant a hard time every time I'm in her seat. I'm like, I don't think it's growing. I don't think it's not growing. I just do it to irritate her. Hi, Brandy. I know it's growing. I can feel it growing, but like I want them to like, I want them to lock, and they don't want to. So here we are. Let me make sure that I'm not showing you guys my chocolate chips. Okay, so getting a good look here. So this is my hair from the side. All right. And this is where my hair is now from the front. It's still like super springy, as you guys can see. Look, see? If these locks were properly mature, this would be where my hair would be. But because my hair is not mature, this is where this, yeah. So it still springs up. Okay. So I'm going to turn around so you guys can get a look at the back. Here's the back of my hair. This is what I'm working with. Okay, looking straight ahead. Looking this way. Looking this way. My hair is still layered. I still have layered hair. Imagine that. My hair is still layered. And this is why, ladies, you need to make sure that you get your hair trimmed and get it styled or cut into a style that you're going to enjoy when you actually get it locked. If you haven't already, make sure that you get your hair cut into a style so that when they go to do your sister locks, as your hair grows, it grows into something cute and it's not like all uneven all over the place unless it's intentionally done to be that way. So here you guys go. This it.